Poking a small hole in an egg with a needle is a simple way to save your whole batch from cracking or drying out. Hi everyone, this is Tracy. Today I'm sharing 4 practical egg tips that help your eggs cook evenly, taste better, peel more easily, and in some cases, not even need peeling at all. Stay with me and let's get started. Tip 1 is about frying eggs without using any oil. If you want to cut down on fat in your meals instead of frying with a lot of oil, then you absolutely have to try this method. First, prepare 3 fresh eggs. Place a non-stick pan on the stove and instead of adding oil or butter, pour in a small amount of water. You only need enough to cover a thin layer on the bottom of the pan. The water will create steam that cooks the eggs gently and keeps them soft. Turn on the heat and wait until the water in the pan starts to lightly simmer. When you see small bubbles forming, crack each egg into the pan. Do it slowly so the yolks stay whole and the eggs do not touch each other. After that, cover the pan with a lid. Let the steam cook the eggs for about 1 minute. Covering the pan helps the heat stay inside so the whites set evenly and the yolks stay moist. When 1 minute has passed, lift the lid and check the eggs. You will see that the edges are not burnt and the yolks look soft and smooth. Use a spatula to gently remove the eggs and place them on a plate. The texture is tender, and the natural flavor of the eggs is still there because you did not use oil. You can enjoy these eggs with toast, salad, vegetables, or a simple breakfast bowl. This tip gives you a healthy dish that is light, easy on the stomach, and perfect for anyone who wants a simple way to cook eggs without adding fat. Tip 2. Poach an egg using strainer. In addition to frying in water, if you like the taste of poached eggs, try using a sieve. This method helps the eggs keep their shape, always round and beautiful. Start by preparing a small pot of water and bring it to a gentle boil. When the water is hot, lower the heat so it stays at a steady simmer. While waiting, get a stainless steel strainer with a handle. This type of strainer is usually used for draining noodles or vegetables, and it works perfectly for this technique. Place the strainer into the pot so the bottom sits in the hot water and the handle rests on the saucepan. This keeps the strainer stable and prevents the egg from spreading out in the pot. Crack 1 egg into a small bowl first to make sure it is clean and fresh. Then slowly pour the egg into the strainer. The warm water will start to set the egg white around the yolk, helping it form a smooth and round shape. Let the egg cook for about 1 to 2 minutes if you like a soft yolk. If you prefer a more cooked egg, leave it in the strainer for a few extra minutes. Do not stir the water or shake the strainer because the yolk may break. When the egg is ready, lift the strainer and let the water drip off for a few seconds. Transfer the poached egg to a plate or place it on top of your dish. This method is great for serving with toast, ramen, rice bowls, or salad. It is simple, reliable, and helps you make beautiful poached eggs, even if you are not confident with regular poaching. Tip 3. Soak the eggs in a vinegar mixture. If you love perfectly poached-looking boiled eggs, here's a simple trick. Start by preparing a large bowl. Pour in equal parts of clean water and white vinegar, about 150 milliliters of each. For example, add about 1/2 cup of water and 1/2 cup of vinegar if you are preparing just a few eggs. Crack each egg into the bowl and let it soak for about 10 minutes. This short soak helps firm up the egg whites so they stay close around the yolk when boiling. While the eggs are soaking, heat a pot of water on the stove. You want the water to reach about 90 degrees Celsius, which is around 194 degrees Fahrenheit. At this temperature, you will see small bubbles forming on the bottom of the pot, but the water will not be boiling hard, This gentle heat prevents the egg whites from spreading or breaking apart. When the water is ready, use a ladle or a large spoon to carefully lift each egg from the vinegar mixture and slide it into the pot. Do not stir the water because strong movement can break the yolk or make the egg lose its shape. Let the egg cook for about 1 minute if you prefer a soft and runny yolk. For a slightly firmer texture, leave it in for 2 or 3 more minutes. Once cooked, lift the egg out with a ladle and place it on a plate. You will see a soft white that wraps beautifully around the yolk. This method gives you tender, delicate poached eggs that taste great with salad, toast, or ramen and are very gentle on the stomach. Tip 4. Pierce the eggs before boiling. Lastly, I'll show you a simple way to boil eggs that keeps the shells from cracking and makes peeling so much easier. Begin by filling a pot with clean water and setting it on the stove. Add 1 spoon of salt and stir until it dissolves. The salt helps raise the boiling temperature of the water and reduces the chance of the shell cracking during cooking. It also helps the membrane separate from the egg white, which makes peeling smoother later. Next, take a small needle or an egg-piercing tool and gently poke 1 or 2 tiny holes in the large end of each egg. This is where the air pocket sits. When eggs heat up, the air inside expands and can cause cracking. Making a small hole allows the air to escape, so the shell stays intact while boiling. Once the water starts to boil, lower the heat slightly so it stays at a steady boil. Gently place the eggs into the pot. Boil them for about 5 to 6 minutes if you want a soft-boiled egg with a yolk that is still a little runny. If you prefer a firmer yolk, cook them for a few minutes longer. As soon as the eggs reach the texture you want, take them out and place them in a bowl of cold water. The cold water stops the cooking right away and keeps the eggs from overcooking. After a short soak, tap the shell lightly, and you will see it loosen and peel off easily with almost no effort. This method gives you smooth, perfectly shaped boiled eggs every time. And those are the 4 simple tips that help you cook your eggs more evenly, keep them from cracking, and make peeling easier than ever. You can use these tips every day, whether you are making soft-boiled eggs, poached eggs, or a quick, smooth breakfast egg. Try each tip and see which one works best in your kitchen. If you have your own way of cooking eggs that always turns out well, share it with me in the comments. Thank you for watching the entire video. Remember to like and subscribe to learn more easy kitchen tips that make cooking simpler and more enjoyable.